So yesterday we have seen about that always on and mirroring, clustering architecture and all. But I work with that lab team, but they are not able to provide me that all the settings basically or configuration on the server side. Still I'm getting that the same error basically. Okay, and today we will see that about that basic performance tuning and that reporting and SSIS package basically. Okay. The pending topics. Okay. Let's see the system first 31. Okay. So this is a 31 server, and on this we need ssdt for designing and creating reports and SSI package basically. So first we start for installation part this ssdt. Okay, we will just download this ssdt from that SQL Server downloads, and then we have to install this. Okay. So see, this is showing about that data analysis, reporting, and integration services, not about that databases and all. Okay, this is just tool like SSMS. Okay, the basic this is for integration and BI part. Okay, not for okay say that OLTP and all. You can just integrate SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, whatever we have the source databases and all. Okay, we can just map here and provide permissions, and we can just fire select query, or we can just drag and drop the containers and all inside that page. Okay. So uh, it is progress basically. It will take some time, at 5 to 10 minutes basically. Let's see the other things here about that SQL Server performance tuning basically. So we can see on this adventure of database basically, and I think in previous monitoring class we have seen about that profiler and DTA and extended events. I think hope you remember that one. Extended events. So do you have any query on that profiler, extended events, and DTE, data tuning advisor? Then we can start from here, because this is a basic for performance tuning. We have to just start from here also. Yeah, Gopal and Manu.
Tuning advisor, I don't think so. We have touched extended event. I remember and profiler. I remember.
Yeah, so so data tuning advisor is work on profiler basically. We have to just capture some data. We will just create a trace file, or we have to just keep that data in that table level, and then we can use that data tuning advisor for analyzing that data which is kept in table or a trace file. Okay, let's start. Sorry, from this also. Okay, yes.
Yep.
So we have to just yeah, Mm, it is running behind. Will take some time. Okay, so let's see. So now, for the we will select all these data because this is a phrase, and we do not get it more indexed on that. So it will recommend us. So let's just start. Just to we have to just go with that profiler window, and we will get the new window for the profiler, like SSMS. Okay, and just we have to connect the databases. And now this is a trace name. Okay, so we can just write SQL or something like that as per our desire. Here is it using some templates, like we are going to TLSQL duration, log, or store procedure, or for tuning. So basically we are going for tuning. So select the tuning template and either location where we can save that files, like file that is a trash file, or in a table basically. Okay. So now we are going to keep this in database. Okay. And just we're going to connect, and we have to just select the database where we are going to keep that trash file. Okay. So let's see, we have adventure work. Just keep on different database, or we can just keep on master also. Let's just start see that data file. Okay, and this is a table name, so we can just write this SQL perf. Okay, just we have to call this table in DTA basically, and It is the maximum size you can set here, okay, or the trace start stop. I've already shown that you can start and stop. uh, we can automate that, and it will start automatically and save the data and automatically close the trace capturing, okay. So it's about yeah, so you can check that also, or we can just ignore that. Let's start for 5 minutes, okay. And here is the selection events. Basically these are, we are taking RPC complete and statement complete and batch completion, okay. Text duration, SPID, database name and object name, okay, logging name. Then we have a filter here, okay. You can modify the that events also, but yeah, by default this is best. Then we have filter, okay. Filter on database ID, database name, okay. Duration we cannot pass, so basically it is very hectic because we will just capture the data, the long learning query and all. Just we pass your database name and on which we are going to capture the data stats basically. So here we have a data adventure work 17. So we need to pass here condition. It will capture that query fire hits the database adventure work only, okay, not the whole instance and all. And we have scheduled here for next 5 minutes. So when we start this, it will execute from that 7:29. So let's start on 7:30, and it will automatically complete or close by 7:30. Okay, the system time basically. So wait for a couple of seconds, I think. Wait. Mhm. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Started. Now we have to generate the hits basically because this is not a production server. So we will just hit the manually the database. So let's start a couple of tables and queries. We can fire here. Okay. Because I'm selecting all because it will recommend us about the indexes, or let's pass some where condition for filter index and marital status equal to single or married. Yes. Okay. Yes. And execute. Then we can also pass and let's something like job title. No, easy one. Hmm. Sick leave. Okay. Sick leave in hours basically. Greater than 50, let's see, 50 hours. Okay, start only one. You can modify it as 10. No, or we can say greater than. Okay, and or we can say that hiring date or hiring date. Let's see, 20, 2018. Okay, so uh-oh, what happened? Cancel, which is starting the system basically. Oh, it is asking for a start, something like that. No, some person. Okay. So I can hit here on different. We can say that hiring date. Let's see. 2007. Okay. Greater than equal to, can pass. Okay. So we have generated some data here. Mm, and let's see the different table person. Okay, and pass here is star. Okay, where first name equal to Rob. Sorry, and last name is Tino. We can change the name different one. Mhm. Or we can say person type. This is person type. Sorry, and you can say IN. Okay, title. mm, MS. Okay, think 35 is done. Okay, let's see that about the profiler basically. Is the profile disconnected? Uh-oh. So this table is created already. Okay, I think this is closed. Someone trying to taking a remote basically. Let's see the size of this table. Storage. Oh, the 3 M, not the 1 MB. We have to increase the size of this to detect that basically. So let's run again. Tools, profiler, and connect the database. Standard title. We can say SQL1. Then save in the table. In that database, let's see the data file, and we can select the same table, or we can also different. Okay, already exist. We cannot override here. So one, and let's see. We are not going to end that trace. Okay, database name. No. Mhm. No, this is ID. Sorry, I've selected the wrong database name. Okay, let start run, and meanwhile can fire this Mr. and we can say the wildcard. No, in we don't have, so we can comment this one. Hmm, okay, not it will take not the wildcard basically dot we have. Mhm, mhm. Or we can say and First name, I think J is best. J, wildcard. Uh-oh, no. Mhm. Oh, गलत ऑपरेट राइट like sorry. Yeah, yeah. Then any filter we can say here top 5, top 10. Sorry, top 10 star. Okay, next here in that we can also pass and login ID like this is about adventure work slash this. Let's see modify. We can see okay. Okay, nothing different. Okay, anything organization label 456 4. Any other table you can just check. This is what person and salesperson we can see. Okay, that's a star. It's not less for 17 rows only. Person history. Okay, it's only 163 rows here. Hey, yeah. Transaction history. Yeah, more than 1,000 I think so in that. And pass here star. Yeah, 1 lakh something. Okay, where product ID greater than 1,000. Let's see. Sorry, he's not taken more than 1,000. Not here. I think so. 9. No. So more than 700. Yeah, 999. Okay. And transaction quantity. Sorry, quantity. No, equal to 1. Yeah. Mm, Greater than 1. Can see guarantee. Okay. Next. something like different. Can also call some different. This is reference line ID or reference order reference ID. Into 0. Okay. Mhm. Okay. And this we can pass here business 30, then sales quota, then bonus, where sorry, bonus greater than 17 or something like that. Okay. Any other query? No. So we have executed, I think, 10 to 15, more than 15, 10 minutes, I think so. So we can save this data. Only 141 rows. Uh-oh. Let's select more. Okay, let's stop this. Stop. Let's see the size of the table first. Here. Mhm. So we have, I think, one. Oh, it's totally less. Why? We need at least 2 MB of file, more than 1 or 2 MB of the file. This one is. Okay, I think we will start my this DT now will get an error. The size basically. Let's see. So after capturing that, there is next step is uh, let us tuning advisor. We have to open this new tool. Okay, and then we have to connect the database first, and then here we have to just select that the work analysis load this one, and then here we have capture the table. We just select the table name to analyze that one. Then we can set that on data file, and then we have one. So we can just hit OK. So this is captured trace file or trace data in the table, and this is the database on which we are going to analyze. Okay, then we have to click here. This is 71 table name, and then we have to start analysis here. Okay, so these are the steps to capture data, and then we have to analyze the data at that point of time. See. So this is whole about that profiler and DT. See, so it is generated. Here is the target recommendation about the indexes. We need to create that index here on these tables. Okay, and there's a definition here. So this is report basically. Okay, so you can just check this one. Okay, yeah, and here's a report. You can just save this report or share to that team basically. Okay, we can say the tuning report and all. These are report type, default report type. You can select, but by default we getting this one, so we can just copy this one and then we can create the indexes. We get an query here to click that index and all. See what is the command basically. See, we get that create non-cluster index on this table. We can modify this. So this is taking from that system. Okay, the index name, the schema name, and then the table name, the column name here. This is included for this. So this is about query tuning. On the first stage, we have to just do analysis if do not know which query is hitting that time or which is taking time for select and all. So we can just do from here. So any question on that profiler and DT? Yes, done successfully. Okay. Yeah, Gopal and Manu. Hello.
Yes, Alesh.
Yeah, any
This
question on? Yeah.
query one,
Mm-hmm.
it's fine. I mean, how you are using tuning advisor is when I you how it will use the profiler.
Profiler basically it will capturing the data. Profile is just tool to capturing the data, which is hitting the database servers basically. Okay, and this profile is just SQL Server profile is just capturing the data, which is hitting the databases, particular databases that is adventure work, the duration and SP ID. Okay, and after capturing the data, database tuning advisor will work on that data basically, that analyzing the loads and all, how we have fired the query, the structure of the query, where and which column we are hitting. Okay, then according to that, if it is missing any indexes or not searching the proper way basically, the data basically selecting the data, then it will recommend us just we have to create indexes on these to retrieve data faster for the from this table.
So if I need to run a tuning advisor directly on a database or a schema
Mhm.
directly, we cannot run without enabling this trace.
No, basically we have to just provide the this detail na? See, let's see the connection first. Let's another connection, see this one. Then general tab, see to provide the workload from file, table, and plan, cache, and query store. So it will detect from these four options only, not live. So it will store the data anywhere in
I
the
mean to
file,
say,
in
I
table.
mean to
Mm-hmm.
say, if application team says we are
Mm-hmm.
seeing performance issues on this
Mm-hmm.
database, and then we know okay what schema they are using and all that.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to quickly find out while running the tuning advisor that what all recommendations coming out of it, first I need to go to a profiler enable trace on this four options, and then
Mm-hmm.
I need to run the tuning. Is that the
Yes.
way?
Yeah, this is the way basically. Or you can just select the SQL Server reports here for the
Hmm.
faster basically. So you can go with the database, right click and go the reports, and then you can see here that your transactions, the top
Mm,
IO lock and all you can see here.
Yeah, but
So you can get
let's
from.
say
Mhm.
they are already having performance issues. Yeah,
Mhm.
so they will never give a go ahead to run these traces.
Yes, basically on production, I already told that we are not going to run blindly on the production server because this is totally IO intensive application. It will
Okay.
eat up the memory and IO on the server. So it will degrade the performance of database server at that point of time. But
So
mm,
let's say we have identified a functionality or a query which is
mhm,
running slow. है ना?
okay,
So is there any way that we can tune that query with
y-
any recommendations?
no, directly not. We don't have in that. We can say that SQL Server tool. We don't have that. We have to just go through the query and we can just let's see that example. Let's see this is a query, okay? And we have find this. This is slow, so we can just see here this estimated plan, actual plan, and live plan. So you can click here live plan, and then we can see that the details of query flow.
But that will be manual monitoring, which we used to do
Yes,
in older days.
yes, yes,
But so SQL server, like in Oracle, we have diagnostic things wherein it analyzes and give us the recommendation. Okay, this is the query. We can do some give a pointers to perform that, gather the stats or create new indexes to
yes.
tune
But
the
in
query.
SQL Server, we have to just use this one or extended events.
So in
So
that
extended
case,
events.
see,
Hmm.
we will never get a go ahead to run this in production, and
Yes, yes, you are
generally
right.
issues are on production only.
Yes. So basically, we do that. We just select the query and check that estimated plan from here. Okay, and we will get recommendation here on the above the top. Okay, you have to just create so and so indexes in with these columns.
Where are
Yeah,
those?
on this when we sorry, this
Mhm.
is let's see on this is a estimated plan. Okay,
Mhm.
education plan basically. So we get here one green line statement. Basically, it will show us that you have to just create an index on this table or the included this column name and all. Like if we see where it is recommended for this table, we can see another one and we can get recommended if the index is not. No, it is not showing here anything different. We can check with the different queries. No, it is already have the indexes. So basically here we can get one green line with that recommendation and all. Yeah.
Go to the live execution channel.
Live is not clicking here. Why? Including live stats. Uh-oh. What happened? Mm-hmm. Actual. It is not showing actual also. So okay, how can we can create? Oh, it's also not working. Why? Right click from here. Also, we can say actual statement plan. Let's see a new window. Hmm? Why? Both is not working here. Only estimated we are getting something wrong, I think here. It is selected but not showing the actual plan basically. Now let's see some different query. Once now it's showing selected but not displaying that message. No, something wrong. We already highlighted actually it's selected. Uh, Control A, no. Only displaying the estimated here. Okay. I think something hidden. This is our evaluation version, I think. It's showing enterprise. Then so we can see here about that okay, RC means query store and all. So I think we have to just let's see we can enable that query store here, and we will see from also there is a recommendation basically the query store. Okay, so this is also about the capturing the data, but it will not impacting the performance of the databases. Basically, it will select capture the data and keeping in that database. Okay, and they have already table. You can assign some. Or we can say a space and all. We can just set the purging data and all 10 to 15 minutes. By default is keeping 15 minutes of data here. Okay, so first we have to just enable this, and then this is operational mode. This is read write and sorry, read write mode, not read only. Okay, and flushing time 15 minutes by default. Okay, per max query 20 row 200 rows basically. And we can also see the recommendation and all with that live means live data analysis, and we can force that plan and all to that query. Okay, so let's refresh here. We can get here one folder that for query store. See that this is a query store. Okay, and it will also work like profiler, but different that okay, see all the resources it will capturing here trace queries with, and we can force the plan. We can see if any plan need to be forced, so we can see here and we can force the plan basically. This is a window for query store. Okay, just we need to select that query plan and we can force or unforce the plan like query hint and all. So this is also our option in if you are not going to use that profiler and DT. So here we can also do the same thing, and we can check all the plans and query and all resource consumption and all like the dashboard. So this is a different tool basically on database level, and profile is on server level basically. Okay, we have to just enable this query store, but drawback is that it will be require more space to capture more data basically, and we have to just maintain that space if you have blindly enabled that profiler and all. Sorry, query store and all. Just we have to just go to the data properties query store and have to modify these parameters, the duration of flush data type, number of rows and all. These are the metrics we have to just change that for query
So
store.
a query store, what all things it performs?
It will capturing the data as we are capturing in profiler basically.
But
All the transactions,
tracing
not
is not required.
not tracing is not required. It will just capturing all the data, keeping in the table level in his table basically. And per query, see if we have transaction query, same queries like procedure we are calling very frequently. So for that procedure, it will keep more than 200 plans. Okay,
What does that mean? Max
means
plans per query. Huh?
means every time SQL Server modifying that, creating the plan for that queries, and the optimizer choose the best one and then execute that one. So it will capturing all the best plan inside that table basically. Just like you have changing your parameter very frequently. So parameter sniffing. So we have just see here about this procedure, how many parameters change and which is the best plan. Then you can force that plan to that query every time to use that plan only, not the all.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is about that query and forcing the plan. It will capturing all the transactions that is running on the system, and it will capturing all this, and the flush time is 15 minutes. You can increase that as per your disk space and all. By default 15 minutes, every 15 minutes it will flush the data. Means all the data will be deleted, and it will recollect collecting the data after that, flushing the data. The maximum size is 1 GB. So depends how can you are keeping the data, how much you are keeping the data. So you can just change that one also. This is your dashboard. It will show the current size and all about that query store. So this is different. We can set the query tuning hint tool. So for query tuning, we have to just focus on first by default every DB do the indexing. Okay. After that, the missing indexes or fragmentation. Okay. Unused indexes need to delete because they will occupy the space and all. So it will degrade the performance databases. Next is a wait type. So queries waiting for means which resources, IO, pages, or any other outputs like parallel queries. So we will just focus on that wait type also. So there are many wait type in SQL Server, more than 1000. Okay, but very frequently we get 10 like CS packet, page IO latch shared, page latches. Then we have backup IO, async IO. So we will just focus on that wait type, and then we have to provide a resolution. Like we can say that the wait type is here. So we have very frequent getting wait type like this. CS packet for the CPU or parallel queries, page IO latches for the data pages and all, async network for that connectivity and all. Log writer, sorry, write a log basically about the writing the log on disk. Like we can say that yeah, transitional log and all. Then we have backup IO. That is when we're taking the backup on live databases, it will this wait type will occur, and then lock wait type. So these are very frequently coming on the SQL Server. So we focus on CS packet. So basically, we have to just enable that mdop setting to avoid this type of wait type on the SQL Server. And for IO and this, we have to just check the buffer manager or buffer memory on the system, how it is sharing or providing the memory to the query. So this is the wait type. More than we can say that 1000 wait type in our SQL Server. Nothing else. So this we have to just focus on wait type also. For managing this or monitoring this, we have to know about the DMBs like sys.was stats and waiting task. We have, let's see that command here. Yeah. Select star from sys.dm underscore os waiting task, or yeah, task. We can see that, and then waiting task. But let's see. So this is about the task. Okay, and we can add here like that star from sys.dm underscore wait wait waiting task. I think so. Missing that query. Yeah, wait task or waiting are two things here. Okay, so we'll see waiting task first. So here wait type and the duration you can see. So these are the wait types. Just we have to focus on that duration and wait type, and then we work on that. Basically, which parameter need to be enabled and which resource we need to be monitored very frequently on the server side. If we have already configured as a fine tuning from our side, then just need to check this wait type and all. Vendors for wait task, waiting task, wait task. See, these are the wait types basically, more than 1000. So primitive, we will not think about that. Primitive is on OS side, or basically we focus on IO latch, page latch, lock, and CS packet. Basically, very frequently we get this latches and page latches. So this is about our monitoring and tuning on that query side about the SQL Server. Yeah. Any question? Or next, we know that we have to just see the query flow basically, how they are calling the joins and the column. We can say the position of the column. So that will also impact that the performance. Yeah, Gopal and Manu, any question?
Not on this. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Then we are going for this DT. Basically, I can show you the reports and simple reports. Basically, how
So
can we integrate? Yeah.
what I see mainly, most of the this is through the query base we are trying to find, and
Yeah. In SQL Server, we have to just know about the DMBs and then we have to collect the data. Or basically, if you are new, then nothing need to do. Just click on server basically, and then go to the report, and we get all the reports. You can get
but
the query here.
report will not give you the recommendation, right? It will show you
Yes,
what
yes,
is.
right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. We will not getting any recommendation here basically from the SQL side.
Just
You
right
just
click on any query.
sorry, where
There are query. Huh? Just select and right click on this query.
we get this type of windows like execute and
What is
display.
what is analyze query in database engine tuning advisor?
That will go over there basically. DT.
Click here.
See, it is coming here.
Yeah.
But the rest is that how can it just we have to just select the database and just we have to just click on analyze. Simple.
Analyze. But here, if we don't have a
Load. We
uh,
don't have load basically.
huh,
We don't. Yeah, we have don't taken any load. Just executing here the same way. But I don't think we get any helpful data.
no, but if these queries are running in background in production at the same
Hmm.
time, if we are doing this, so there will be a load on that, and SQL plants are still there in the cache. So based on that, it can give some
May,
recommendations.
maybe, but I have not seen that basically because
It
working the
is show.
loads.
No, no.
Hmm.
This particular query doesn't have load. That is why. But the columns are there,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Recommendation,
Column.
target of
Yeah, yeah,
recommendation
yeah,
details.
yeah, yeah.
Is
So I
this
think we have to just check on production if that is helpful. But yeah, till now, last 10 to 15
just
years, I have not seen that.
check all the options?
Yeah,
General
you can find a query from Google and start putting a load on the database, and let's see
Mhm.
that we get to do something on this
Yes,
tuning
yes, yes.
options.
dummy data. We can.
The same beautiful. Yeah, dummy data. Yeah. So this is see that we can modify the dummy data. Sorry, options here for the indexes and all partitions. You have partition and all. Yeah.
Recommendations.
The database name, object name, recommendation, target, recommendation, details, and partition scheme, size and duration definition.
Yeah, it is a simple select star query, so no recommendation.
Yeah, basically you can try basically if you have no production, but yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And for tuning part, we can also focus on data partitioning in SQL Server. It is introduced in 2008. So you can do table partitioning, index partitioning on that table basically.
So
Okay,
how will that be helpful?
because that will distribute the data in multiple data files. Like if we have a table, let's example of 10 GB. Okay, and inside this 10 GB we have millions of records. Okay, and user going to find five or six we can rows in from that data tables, so it will taking time to searching that one. So we can just distribute the data on the financial basis, basic financial year ending, basically like a banking sector. We have just March to April to March, so we can just create a data files according to the year wise. Start from, let's see, from 2002 to 2000 uh, uh, 25. Okay, so we have a multiple data files, like secondary data files. I've already told about the secondary data files, so we can split that tables in multiple data files, so it will easy to read that data from that partition basically. It is not going to scan all the table or all the indexes at that point of time. So we just create an scheme for that, then partition function, and then we have to just provide the data files name that is mapping to that year wise. This is the last stage of that performance tuning basically. If you've done each and everything, then you have to just split the table in multiple small parts. Logically, basically, not physically, that is logically. But this is different than DFS basically. DFS is different one, and data table partitioning different one.
I did not get that. What is different?
DFS is doing that, we can say that column level partitioning basically. Okay, means we can say the horizontal partitioning, or this is doing a vertical partitioning. I think something I'm saying wrong. I think vertical and horizontal. It is SQL doing horizontal partitioning, table partitioning, but DFS is doing vertical partitioning. Means two rows here, sorry, two columns in this system and two columns in different system, like sarding and all. I think you heard about the sarding in NoSQL, or we can say the Hadoop and all.
Yeah, sharding is like putting redundant data on different servers.
Yes, yes,
So no, we are not talking about that. We are talking about, see, here we don't have sharding, na?
yes.
Uh,
We have
uh,
partitioning only.
Partitioning. So how that partitioning will help in performance?
Yeah, let's an example. Open the Excel sheet.
Because in certain scenario only it will help. Not everywhere
Yes,
it will help, na?
yes. We
So
just
what is the
choose.
scenario? Hmm.
Yeah, scenario. Just let's see. We have a history table. Okay, and in history table we have millions of record. Okay, let's see. We have uh, one to millions of record here. Okay, so we have an index. This is a primary key basically. Okay, and it will reading the data, user reading data more not from there. It is searching, let's say top, not top, basically, yeah, top five on the basis of create date or joining date. So it will going for that, searching for that date time. Okay, so we will partition that data on date time, and that time that will select the that sector to read the data, not the whole sector or whole pages basically in SQL Server. And this is going for that index, partition index only for searching the data, not the other partition or the main MDF file. Let's say maybe year, let's say start from 2012. Okay, and 2000, sorry, 2013. So we can, let's start from here. No, sorry. less 30. Okay. So in partitioning, we will create named data file like this year wise. So the data of 2022 reside in this data file, not in MDF, because we have a data file by default .mdf. Okay, so all data reside in that. If you are not doing any partitioning and all, means the size of data is in like 100 GB or 1000 GB. But in partitioning, we are splitting this MDF into NDF, multiple NDF, sorry, on year wise. So let's say we have a NDF like 2000. This is the one is master. Let's start from 13. So we have
Okay, so what all
so
types of indexes, partition indexes do we have?
that is on cluster index or non cluster index. The time is non cluster index we have.
So what is a cluster index?
Cluster index is by default on primary key, but you can create is uniquely identified column. That is no duplicate row inside that. You can say unique ID. That is we can say that employee ID, PAN number, Aadhaar number.
So any unique index is a cluster index in that case?
No, cluster index is only for primary key. Unique index is different one. That is also indexes, but it is uniquely identified, but not a cluster index. It's a non-cluster index.
So it means that
All,
if there is a table and we create a primary key on that, so that
mm,
primary key is a cluster index.
yes,
So every primary key index is a cluster index, right?
by default in SQL Server. So we'll create like NDF file like this. So the structure of database like one NDF file or this is NDF file. We've created because of the future data, this 2004, 2024, 25, 26, 27. So that will data automatically goes in these data files only, not in master file. We'll also do if let's say scenario, we have a D drive, sorry, of 200 GB, okay, in 2024. Okay, let's say an example. And now in 2025, that and sorry, this is total size and the DB size we can say let's delete from here. Let's example. We have a D drive residing data file .mdf file and the MDF file size is 168 GB. Let's see example. So we have rest 30 GB or 32 GB free here. Okay, but in future after 2004, so 24 in 2025 we have the data size is about 199. So we have only 1 GB space in D drive. So there is a chance, there is 99% chances the storage team is not going to increase the size of this disk. So what will you do? Then the option is partitioning, or we just add that secondary data file and move this in other drive. Let's say of 300 GB of H drive. Let's see. So you will do that. You just make this data file in read only mode and then add secondary one with the read write mode and move this in H drive. This also help the secondary data file here, or we can make partition and uh, decrease the size of these data files also. So when we delete the create the partitioning of the data files tables, so it will move the data in different partitioning, and then we have to rebuild and the seeing the data file. It will release the space of the data MDF file. So there is a solution for that when we face the issue of disk space alert on the data file drive. So NDF is very helpful in two things. First in the disk space or second in partitioning. We can make multiple, let's say you have seen in the setup time, tempdb automatically create 4 data files, 3 secondary data file as for logical partitioning, because it will distributing the tables, say temporary tables in multiple data files for fast read and write. So it will boost the performance of the database application for reading and writing the data. I think you know the structure of that storage basically. We have a storage like SSD and ssis. So they have reading data and other caching data, different features. So using that one also help us. So we have to just ask a storage team to enable the cache on the sandbox or SSD drive. So basically, to be helpful in practical when we do, but basically in theoretical we do not know the how it beneficial. But yes, this is very beneficial. We have done in multiple companies like India Infoline. For the gold loan, I have distributed 1.5 TB of table in multiple parties. This is a history table of gold loan. So they are using one current data means current year data file, secondary data file for use, and rest is for the future, and the older one for the history data. So when any loan person going to ask the reports, they will fetch the data from the older data partition. Uh, yeah, from there. It will not impact the current one or the application. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Any question on partitioning? Mm. Yeah, Gopal and Manu, we can proceed further, or we have to just you have a question on this partitioning and all.
What is the next topic?
Next topic is about report. We have already shared about the reporting services for getting basic reports from the ssrs. Basically, DB do not perform that activity, but for monitoring purpose, you can use that. You can create a stats and collect the data and visualize in the dashboards. SSIS that is not related to DB. Basically, this is for development end. They are integrating data from some other resources that Oracle and DB2, and they creating customized data and inserting data and then visualizing the reports. That is extract, transform, and load ETL. So they are extracting data from multiple sources and manipulating on that SSIS package and upload. We can say that means uploading the website or anywhere that is required. So both is from development side basically. Like this is installed. Okay. So we can see that if you want, I can show you. Else we can discuss the question answer and all basically. And ssdt. This is data tool. This is what the screen general tab development basically. Okay, nothing else. Or we can say the business intelligence setting we can do for the BA part. We can go in with the general basically here. Okay, it will take some time. So basically, this is a tool for designing and developing data reports and other data basically. See, this is a window basically. Okay, and we have to just create a project and data source. See, data connection from where we are going to uh, fetch the data basically. See, these are the sources. Okay, we can create Oracle. We can also collect here or other databases. Okay, so from SQL Server, just click here SQL Server, then provide the server name. So we are a local system. So just click here on the local. Oh, it's taking time. Basically, this is a memory utilizing application basically. Okay, we need more memory when we are using that uh, this Visual Studio for design. Okay, so let's see here. We are going for these databases. We are getting data. We'll get data from this databases, and then hit OK, and then this one. Now we have a data connection here. Now we have to design reports. So this is a solution explorer here. Let's create from here also. Is that report view debug, or we can just assign here the properties first. So not getting the add option. Why? No, 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 no. Objects Explorer. Okay, let's start from here. New project. Okay, and now we have an option here. We have already added data analysis for cubes creating, integration services for reports and all. Data manipulation ETL for packages, and then the reporting services. So we can create report and uh, publish on the web pages. So let's see. We can say that active connections. Okay. So active connections. Okay. Then we get here that template also. So we have a data source already created here. So we can just select here the data source, or we can pass the string here. Okay. It's asking for new data source. Why? We have already. The name is, or we can just create here new data source for DB monitor. Okay. DB. And then we can pass next. Oh, why? Edit connection. That will select. Uh, yeah. Then database, we can select master here because we are going to create for active sessions. Sorry, connections and sessions. So just hit OK. Is a connection string. Next, we can write a query, or you can build a query here. So I'm just writing here about sp photo. Let's see, photo active. So we'll get active connections. Tabular and matrix. So we can go with that tabular format by default. Then we what we required here. So SPID, ECR status, logging name and all. So hit next, or we can just change here the display name. Okay, column name, report name, SP photo, and hit. We can just preview also. Hit OK. Now we get the designer and all. You can implement that one. See, we get view like this. Okay, so we can just design here, and as for this, we can just write here the subject and all. We can modify all these things. Just select, and we can highlight. Okay, or insert rows about the table properties. How can you visualize that one? Okay, these are the filters, sorting. So just we have to filter on column name or sorting on this. Yeah, and we can drop and create, sorry, delete and create rows and columns, which is not required from here also. Let's see, I'm just selected all the data, but I'm not required. I did not need this column basically. We can delete from here. Okay, we get this data only, and we can just right click and preview. Here, see, so we can get the data. If you have multiple reports, then you can visualize the dash as a dashboard also, and we can just right click and publish this to that our Tomcat or IS server. Let's from here click OK, and then there's two parameters. We can visualize all these things, margins and page and columns. borders and all. So you can create all these things about that tables and all. So you can just change from here. You can save this. Yeah. And now we have a data set, data source. This. Yeah, that is about reportings basically. You can set filter here, parameter set for the whole reports. You can set parameter for the whole reports, add images. So this is about the practice basically. Okay, basically developer use very frequently. They know how to implement and all. But we are DB just we create the simple reports and visualize that. They are the that see the toolbox like management database maintenance activity. What we want. Okay, you can drag and drop. You can use that like chart. So you can drag here chart and then we can modify that. Sorry. So just select the chart. What are the charts here? You can select the chart and add the data source map, and then you can visualize that. Like the number of connections, SPID, logging time. So we can add here and we can check that one also. Let's see. So just we have to map this with the data source. You can check the title and all the about this chart basically pie chart. So this is about reporting services. We can implement that on PPS services on SharePoint also, but there's a different settings basically. We have to install that PPS services of SharePoint and then we have to integrate with that their page. And there we have to require one Excel services and one SQL services enable on that SharePoint services portal. Yeah. Any question on reporting services?
No.
Okay, thank you. So you can just close this. See, this is about that properties of these reports, and you can build that and deploy that. So the solution only. If you're going to deploy this, just click deploy. So we require the IS server running on the system basically. Okay, deployment start. I think it is created on this report server exists. So we can just check that our report server, and we can check that on web pages basically. See here, maybe. Uh, 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 it's loaded. Let's see, empty. This is about reports where it is deployed. Mm, report server, sorry. So we have just check here report server, localhost, and then the report server. It is not finding report server. Why? Localhost report server. Could not find. Oh, oh, it's not running still. Okay. So just we have to just check this IS server, and then we can see here the pages basically. So reports is working. Report server is not running. Yeah. So you get all the folders and files here basically on the report browser, like this window. Now you can directly save and drag and drop upload here also, uploading the reports if you created here. Next is about integration services. Just in closing this one, and let's open again that this data tool. Okay. Oh, it is not asking why. It should ask which need to choose basically. Close that exe properly, I think. and then it will ask for integration services or analysis services. Okay, so click. So let's see. Open this project here. New project. Okay, and then we can select for integration services or analysis services. So let's see for integration ssis dts package. Okay, for import export we can use that. If you are going to schedule any import export, from that, there's this excel file, and you need to upload every day basically at the end of a day. So this is totally human effort to sit and upload. So we can just create from here ETL packages, just provide the path of the Excel sheet and the data source and destination, and it will implement that import export. So here the tool we have a it exercise package tool. Yeah, DTS tools. Okay, so data flow task, how we are flowing the data, basically reverse or inverse. So we just select that one, and then we have to uh, named it, and we have to just provide which uh, type of data we are just doing here. Just we can create here, and just we can add an executor basically. So we are going to import some Excel sheet. So let's see the data source page first. Data source here. Okay, other data source. So in other data source we are getting, see, Excel source, CDC, .NET, flat files, ODBC, and OLDB. Okay, so whatever the sources we have, we can just click here, just drag and drop, simple, and just we have to just double click and provide the path of that file and all. So we have to create a connection manager. So we don't have existing, so create a new one, and the path of the Excel sheet. There is no Excel sheet on the server basically, so we are not yet here. Okay, we just install that Excel viewer or Excel extension on the server, then we can get that Excel file to view here, and then we can map and hit OK. And then we have to just select the table and all that we get here, and then we can map basically, like import export wizard we are doing in SQL Server basically here. So like let's see, if you want to insert data in these databases, so we have to just import the data, and the same way this is the same thing. Okay, so we can automate from here. Just here we are doing SQL Server manually basically for file to file. Okay, but in DTS package you can implement this and automate that. So it will save all the SSI package catalog here. See here, integration services catalog, all the DTS package inside that. So we can monitor and manage from here the DTS packages. So this is about your import export. Just, and other you can say that you have just a different data source and you are want to merge the data or join the data. So you have just see the loop and join and row count script. You can write a script in union, all sort, everything you can use here. See, these are that you can keep work for pivot and all. See, there's a simple transformation basically. Okay, data transformation. So this is the way. This is very big thing basically, and use content basically. Developer use on there are any company. Every company has that ETL team basically. So they are using on this tool and importing data, manipulating everything. Basically, DBA is responsible to connecting his connection string and monitoring the server performance and all. Nothing else. So this is about SSIS. Okay. You can do practice and you can do by your own. If you are expert in development, then you can do. Else, not required basically in any database environment for the DBA. This is for data mining and all. Yeah, data quality is clean. Yeah, tell me any question and
This
all.
is mainly for the ETL and other stuff, right?
Yes, only for basically, yeah, only for ETL basically. This is known as ETL, extract, transform, and load. So extracting from any other sources, whatever in the
When you
market,
say
right?
SSDT,
Previously, it was ssdt is a tool,
hmm,
SQL Server data tool. Okay. Previously, it was BITS, Business Intelligence Development Studio. Okay.
hmm.
But now it is upgraded after 2008. BITS is deprecated, and now Microsoft introduced SSDT. So there is SSDT. So
So
this
where
is
we have
whole about.
continuous data load here and there, that all we can schedule it here basically. What
Yes,
you
yes, yes. Yeah, like flat files, CSV files, Excel files, PDF files. But PDF we can upload on that PPS services basically. If you have created PDF dashboards and uploading on the, they can do from here also. You can connect a string here, and then you can upload to that PPS services web pages. So we can extract, transform, and load. So we have a transformation option here. How can you transform pivot? You're getting pivot and like that. You can just do here. Fuzzy lookup and data cleaning and data mining queries. So you can just play with the data here. Your sources like HTML, XML, raw data, flat file, CSV file, you can use all. Then we have a destination. We can use the destination where you are going to upload these things. See, SQL Server, other sets partitioning, OLDB flat file. So you can also do automatic if any department asking we need data of employee attendance. Okay, every weekly. So you can just select that table and export that data into Excel and send to that HR department. So you can also automate that one also. So there just source is SQL Server, destination Excel file. This is a very deep topic basically, and basically DB is not involved in all these activities basically, and do not know each and everything because it is a day-to-day activity and based on requirement. I think e-commerce and yeah, e-commerce courier company using this type of application, and they are doing their analysis and reports for their business purpose also. Yeah, that's it. I think I have touched all the topics basically. And sorry, I have not saw the demo of clustering and always on. Basically, we don't have environment till now because yesterday I do very hard with the lab team, but they are not expert in that. Okay, so we are not able to do that practical.
So are they working on this? They will get this sorted, the environment.
No, because I've talked with that lab man. Na, he's not expert. I have taken a RDP and check all the settings of domain, but basically in the domain,
Is it
they have.
you have your any local environment where this can be done?
Yeah, I will talk with my friend. He is also providing training on different, we can say the different technology like Tabuli and all. So I'm just asking him today if they provide me that system in a couple of hours, then I can show you basically. I will. We have a WhatsApp group. Then I can post there. We have a system and we can sit for half an hour. Okay, if I get the system.
So that similar environments we have and the same topics which we need to deal on going forward, right? So if we know more
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that,
yeah.
so
No, no.
practical will
Basically,
clear the doubts, right?
mhm,
Whatever we practice.
mhm, mhm. So we can do that. Okay. And basically for clustering, we need a Windows platform in the cluster first because we are not able to validate that domain name that provided by that lab team basically because it's not recognizing the system as it is showing the domain. So it's not reading that.
Is that not possible on like cloud environment somewhere which where you can build this, or you have free account there
No,
where you
for
can do?
if for domain now you have to just register that we have just we cannot get the features basically. So we have to just take more than 4 5 system for that. One for DC, DNS, and then we require 2 systems. So 4 system minimum required for that demo. That's why I'm asking him. They have five systems. So they have saying that these are in a system 35, 33, 34, 35 in a domain. But when we are going to validate the settings now for the clustering, we are getting that this is not can say that this is not recognizing that system. This is in domain or not.
So
So then
are these Windows admin people like do you speak to Aman, right? He need to sort out this thing. They will put his Windows admin and sort this clustering
I
part.
think they have not a Windows expert basically. Last yesterday, the guy who set up the domain, I've asked him, but
Aman has big team, so he'll get some other admin and try to this fix this particular.
I will ask today. But yeah, let's see. If he Aman is not able to provide this, na, I will ask my friend. Okay, I will get a system to system, and I will
I
show
mean,
you this.
both the channels you can check it and tell
Yeah, yeah.
Aman that okay, these guys are looking for the
See,
training. This is not
see,
working.
I've asked for this Windows cluster name. Okay, for DNS and all. So they have not added properly. See, we are not organizing it. This is not finding proper node not in the system domain. Basically, see the statement here. So if we validated the clustering the best Windows clustering, na, SQL is by default we can implement there. Main is that adding that two nodes on that Windows side
No,
first.
any issue, ask them to build from scratch, right? Anyway, what are
Mm.
if let's me or Manu if not using that system, the
Mhm.
two nodes you can pick it up, ask them to rebuild from the scratch, and if any issues are coming, that is also fine.
Yeah, let's see. I was just to today 4 or 5 hours I work with them guys to taking RDP and all. I provide all the details basically. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think yeah, I will ask Aman again today and my friend also. If we get the system, I will update on the WhatsApp or I can drop an email to you guys. Okay, and then we can do the clustering and always on basically.
So we can
That
connect on Monday then.
not
Monday.
from Monday basically. Let's see, depend on the Aman basically. Okay, I will inform. Okay,
Yeah, if everything is ready, then let's connect on Monday.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a way.
And
Yeah.
in performance, is there anything else? If you find any document or any link which is helpful, which we can go through, can you share that?
For performance tuning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have see we have to just to work on
Or
that.
do you have any Microsoft soft copy of performance tuning
Yeah, we
for
have
anything?
122 pages, I think. So I will just check in my sandbox, okay, and
Hmm.
I can provide that. That is on 2012, I think so, the older
Hmm.
one.
Hmm.
But in that you have to add that database query store and the query hint. These are two things. This is newly added in the SQL Server for the query optimization and tuning. Yeah. So I will share in the on that WhatsApp and all. Okay.
And yesterday content also, I think I'm not sure if I've seen your
No, no,
email.
I will share today all. Basically,
Okay.
I have all. Look, I create that one because to study I will busy with the lab team basically to doing
Yeah.
that troubleshooting and all. They are saying that you can do, but I'm not a system admin basically.
Mhm.
Okay, so I told him I'm not a system
And
admin. I
I'll
cannot.
just check, also check with Aman after this. This lab will be remain accessible to us for how long days? Like it is for a month or two
Yeah,
months.
yes. Because yes. I will ask him. Yeah,
So whenever
surely.
if let's say we want to do some practice on that, we can utilize
Mhm.
these 2 3 machines.
Yes, sure. Not an issue. Yeah. So I'm just sharing that feedback sheet, okay, on that email.
Mm.
Okay, you can share that. Okay, thank you.
Mm.
And I'll
And
ask Aman and Mhm.
post this course, I have no idea about SQL Server this line.
Mm.
Is it like any certification required, or is it which is related to this course which you have done?
Basically, I already told SQL Server certification is not right now from the Microsoft already deprecated. We have to go with the Azure fundamentals and Azure data. Azure data fundamentals and Azure data science. I think this engineer. Okay, three things. Okay, so you have to just go with the Azure fundamental first. Let's see. This is my account. Okay, let me connect with that. Learn.microsoft.com. I think so. So let's this one. So you can select for SQL. Na, there are three only. See, But this is all Azure, not on premise for certification.
Yeah, that's
These are
fine. We can go for
totally,
Azure.
this is intermediate, no expert here, totally intermediate. So this is the DP 300 and DP 900 you can also do. DP 900 for that, I think data engineer. Let's see data, not administrator. Yeah. See, this is showing for SQL basically these three. So DP 900 is also, but I can show you where
What
in my doc.
DP 900 is basic one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
now is this middle one DP 300? What is there inside? Content can show. What is asked for?
So this is about that planning, monitoring, configuration, optimizing resources, configuration, manage automatic task, HUDR. You can do this on online because if your account na you can log in, it is content you can test simple test, and then you have to that one we can say the expert dot something like for practice a session on that Azure site. Basically you can get there free, this free practice assessment, so you can click here and to redirect to this login. Basically it is asking for which let's say my this account. Connect, yeah. Okay, so see, this is a uh, test 50 question you can get here. Okay, but totally on Azure, not on premise. But the detail is the question is like same. See, the scenario was question. So this is about learn.microsoft.com. You have to go there. You just create account and we can search for SQL Server. You can get certification and all.
Okay.
That's it. Any question? If you have any question, then you can put in the WhatsApp and we can just connect for that. Okay. If you need any help, then you can also provide the help. Okay.
So topic wise, all the chapters are covered. Anything is
Yes,
pending?
yes. I from my side, I have covered all these things. I have not missed anything. Okay. I hit all these things. More than that, basically, I hit, but yeah, covered all these things. From my side, practical is pending for clustering and always on because system is not supporting this time. Yeah, but I will try to sort of as soon as possible.
Upgrade also I have not done, right? Practice.
Upgrade we have provided about that steps basically in place.
2019 to further if you have to do.
Let's see. This is I think I provided for in place upgrade. Here it is. So for in place upgrade, I have told you that we have to just open that SQL server. Let's see about if you have evaluation version and you have to upgrade to the standard and enterprise. Okay. Let's cancel. Sorry. Okay. And just we have to open this which version we are going to upgrade from lower to upper version. So we just open this as setup and we have to go here for that upgrade. Okay, first we can check that upgrade documents or we have to just click here for installation and go for that upgrade, sorry, upgrade from previous version whatever. So this is 19, so we can upgrade 17 or 16 if it exist. Else we have to just execute the 2022 exe and we can get that upgrade 2019 to 22. Just simple next option we have, and then it will require restart. So we will just plan according to the database size and all how long it will take to come up. This is for in place upgrade. Or for parallel upgrade, you have to just create a fresh box for that SQL server. You just install that and you have to use that log shipping replicate, sorry, log shipping, else mirroring, else always on, to moving data from A to B server, all backup and restore, nothing else. This is the four option we have for parallel upgrade. Or for in place this option. Or if you want, then I can show you this. We have a 19 server here. So then we have to just check that 22 server 22 setup is here or not. let's see the network path. Sorry, here if we have 22 setup, or then we can check that also. No, I think so. They have not mapped. No, not able to find that one. Any other? So we can C drive, my computer. No, no network drive or desktop. No, it is. I think they have removed that all. They have a setup for 22. I think so. So we can just open that file and then we can upgrade in place upgrade or for parallel. Just we have to create a from the scratch new box and then we have to just backup and restore, or we can say that log shipping or mirroring or elevation. We can implement that. Last time I had done for grocery store from on-premise to GCP using that log shipping. So in log shipping, we required only half an hour of downtime for restoring the last log and checking the application connectivity and all, the final migration for parallel upgrade. In place, we don't require any need to change, but only downtime for service restart and all. Yeah, that's it. Any question on parallel upgrade or yeah.
We need to do practice, then only we'll get to know
Yes,
about
yes. So you can, yeah, so you can just try on your, if you access on 22, sorry, which server? 34, 35, I think so. So you can
Can we
just,
download and put it here, or is it only you admin team can
no, no,
do that?
no. I think, no, no, no. I think permission we have. I think we can just download SQL server. I have to just check that one. Okay. Basically, because I do not do an R&D on different systems. Okay. So 22. Da, 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 go down. No. Where is setup file? No, no, no. Sheet. Data set not required. Document not required. Yeah. Try now. From here also we can get. Yeah. So this is for Azure on-premise here. So you have three setup. We could go for the on-premise. Okay. So or anything else. This is a comparison between that Express and Developer Edition. So you can download. Just we can go download for developer. Let's see. It will take time. Yeah. This is a small file. It will start downloading. Okay. Developer Edition. So we are downloading media whole. Okay. Not basic. This is ISO file or CAP file. Go for the ISO file and download. Language by default English. Okay. And we can download here. This is about 1 GB of, yeah, 1 GB of file size. In every 6 months now we get new feature in SQL Server. Okay, so we have to just read to check on the Google and tech talk documents for that new features and configuration. Yes, I think finalize. Okay, open. Okay, so this is a 31 server and we have, I'm sorry, close this one first, and SSMS. SSMS here. This is SSMS. You can see we have a evaluation version, I think, or expression. Let's check that one also. Mm, It is 31, and now we can check that version and addition. This is evaluation version. Okay. So now from evaluation to we're going for development. Okay. So now we have a here exe, close this one. Yes. And now where is downloaded? That is 22. This one. Okay. So click on 22 exe, then setup and go to that installation and see. Upgrade previous version to SQL 2022. Okay. You can check the documents also. What are we have to need to check there? Okay. Just click here. See. Go for developer edition free. It will ask the instance name
This
later.
is
Okay.
in place upgrade. No?
Yeah, in place upgrade. Yeah. This is about the in place upgrade. Okay. Now we just by default just accept all this license and all. It will detect all that instance of product detail first, and then we go for the upgrade. This is the previous setup activity. Okay, let's wait. Now see, so here we get the main window. Basically, we have to focus here on which instance we are going to upgrade or which database we are going to upgrade. Just we have to select that one also first. See here. So we have a two instances, a default and named instance. So if we are going for default instance, we will select the default instance. Going for named instance, select the named instance and hit next, and it will start selecting the features and sorry, upgrade that. So I'm going for demo instance database. See here, I'll show you this one also, not for default. Yeah, sorry, 31 demo. Okay, this is a database. I think totally blank here. See, okay. So now I've selected this one and going for upgrade this instance, this demo dir. Okay, hit next. Okay, so what are the feature installed previously to detect here? If you want to add or remove, we can do also. But I don't think it will allow us to remove from here. But let's see. Yeah, see only that is installed here. Okay, so database engine replication or integration services. So we're going to upgrade DR demo databases, instance or database engine and reporting services, sorry, reports and integration services. If we have too many things, that will listed here. So it will asking for, see this one, the instance name and all. Go ahead. So it will asking for service account for integration services, not automatically. Okay, it will keep disable or manual. Okay, because we are not going to integrate anything live. Okay, features rules. You can see that all, and now it is ready for upgrade. See the server details and all. And now hit the upgrade option. This is the main basically. Okay, let upgrade.
So instance plus database upgrade is together, right?
Yes. So database in the sense
Database
your
is not required to backup and restore, right? After this.
no, because you are doing on in place. It will change two things. First, your previous version details, basically previous version
Version
features and
number.
all,
Version number will
version
change.
number and all, yes, change in the registry. And second thing, we will get new features that is not supported by previous one. So you can just implement after the upgrade. It will not changing anything on database level. So you can this is disconnected basically, like I think you can see here the database properties. The computer level is 15, I think so. This is 19 na? So you can
Hmm.
get 15. That is 14. That is 17. Sorry, we have installed 17 at that 22. Okay, so this is 14. Now we get 16 here after upgrade. The DRDB properties. Now we can just go and change.
We are doing from 19 to 22, right?
Yes,
The
sorry. This is, yeah. This is
15 to 16 we are going.
yes, 15 to 16. 19 to, this is old database, no? That is showing older one. Okay, let's see the newer database which is created on the system. So we can get here 15. See 15. Okay. So just way to just change after upgrade this community level of databases. Okay, for the
I
performance. Mhm.
not that below one. We are doing demo DR, right? The one instance.
Yes,
The the
we
above
are
one
not
where you
holding.
are looking, it is the by default one. This is
Mhm.
the DR demo SQL version is 15, so it is
Yes.
2019.
Yes.
Hmm.
Now it will be 16 after upgrade, but we have to just change this manually on database level. If you not
Okay.
change, it will show 15 only. But we get an option here. See,
Hmm.
the max is 15. We get here 22 option here after upgrade. But that's it. If you want to upgrade, then upgrade the database also from
What
this
I'm
new.
asking is, let's say in my current 2019, I have 5 databases and I have
Mm-hmm.
availability group also, everything,
Mm-hmm.
AG
Mm-hmm.
setup, right? And
Mm-hmm.
when I'm upgrading that in
Mm-hmm.
place,
Mm-hmm.
2019 to 22, will all my AG and the database upgrades all will come to the get upgraded and it come into 22 version, or it is
Yes,
just a instance level?
no, no. That will also show in 22 level, but the database property we need to change.
There might be some post steps which we need to do at the DB or
Yes,
something
at
else.
the DB level. But we are doing instance level basically. So instance level, no need to change anything after this upgrade activity. It will totally fine. It will just restart the services and the completion activity is completed.
So during this time when the upgrade is happening, this is offline, right? It is not the old one is accessible,
No, no. It will log the instance basically.
but we have not shut down, right? From our end, like services we have
Yes.
not stopped.
It will stop when the finalizing the setup, na. It will
Hmm.
stop and restart the services. We have to just monitor the in the back end, na. We open the services and we check that will restart the services. See, we have connected here, na. It will disconnect here.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's still not dropping the data. Sorry, stopping the services. Then in the final stage, it will stop the services and then commit the data.
So in a out of place upgrade, we install a separate 22 setup everything, and then for the AG wise, how like we will create a replica there, like
Yes,
2019 to the
yes.
primary and
You
22.
can add a, yeah, add
But
replica.
there is a condition, right? It has to be in the same version. Then how the replica will be set up there in the upper version?
No, no, no. You can upgrade whatever you can do. You can
There is
just
no
not
condition.
roll back,
Okay.
not roll back. Basically, the data file is
So
retained in the
once
upper
I'll
version.
create 2019 databases which is in AG, it's a primary. I'll create a replica in 22, and after
Mhm.
that I'll just do a switchover.
Yes. Manually switch
Then
over, you
that
can do post that
okay.
role and all. You can change the role of the
So
database.
we can have standby or DRs in different versions with lower compatibility.
No,
Hmm?
in lower we can now not restore. Na? If we have a backup of 2022, then we
Hmm.
cannot restore on 2019.
No, no, 19 to 22 we can do.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, okay, but there is a restriction. We need to keep the same compatibility parameter, right?
yes,
Okay.
till time. Yes. So that will dependency for we cannot downgrade the database backup file and all.
No, I mean uh, okay. When I'm installing for out of place upgrade, if I'm installing a new setup of 2022, by
Hmm.
default the compatibility will be coming as a 16, right there.
Yes, by default 16
Okay.
previous one.
If I change it to 15,
Hmm.
yeah, is it possible to change that 15 to 15?
Can we lower
So
down the compatibility
You
parameter,
can you can
will it
lower
terminate?
down that there's an impact of data changes basically. Maybe your database will crash.
So is there a way that while initial setup we put the lower compatibility to avoid
Yeah,
that issue?
start. Yes, starting. See, we have installed at 16. Sorry. Let's see about the upgrade. Now this is the see. We disconnected the
Single
connect. Yeah,
service in
disconnected the
single,
database.
only one
Yes,
administrator can connect to at this time. So we
yes.
need to
So
cancel.
database yes. So this is in instance is now going to upgrade here. Okay, that's why we are not able to connect the database. See, the final
So
upgrade is going on. That's why.
it has automatically done that, like stop that.
Yes, yes, automatically. It's log the instance level log. So in SQL Server, we have a log instance level, database log, and object level log. Means table level, or we can say that, yeah. So this is the upgrade is
Right
done.
now,
Now we can refresh.
if I have operations pending, you must restart your computer.
Yeah, oh, that will
Restart.
I,
It says restart the server or the restart the instance.
for writing that data, we have to start Windows instance basically. Windows basically, but we have just check here SQL Server. We can connect here. Now just cancel this, and we can just refresh once again, and we can connect. See, okay. So now we can see here the server version here will change basically 16. See,
But
but
outside
database
it is still outside it still show the okay instance version is still showing 15.
no 16 no not
No,
15.
no.
See,
In the left panel where there's a dr demo SQL server, why it is showing there 15.00? Not here. I mean this is fine. Outside
hmm
also it should change.
yeah, you have
Yeah.
to restart that because you have
Okay.
connected previously. No, just disconnect this.
Okay.
Let's see,
Okay.
and now connect. See,
Okay.
16.
Okay.
So we have done instance level upgrade, not on database level. It will be showing the 15 one.
So what we need to change after this database? It
Just
is
need to select the 16 one. Just we have to restart here. Okay, it will not
written up
detecting
again.
anything. Yeah,
Okay.
restart. We can restart. Then we can get the 22 option here. We can just select that one.
Restart the services only, right? SQL service we can restart and try
No,
again.
service are already
Okay.
restarted. Server we have to restart for the is the written for registry, na? So we have to just restart, and
Mhm.
registry will recycle and for upgraded. Then we can check for change from here.
Only this compare any other thing to be changed? Or this is
No,
all.
nothing.
Okay.
Everything we will find the same. It is okay. Nothing good to be changed here. Okay. So this is about in place upgrade for parallel. Backup and restore, log shipping, mirroring, or always on. We can use that. So nowadays we have a replica. Sorry, always on very easy to upgrade. Uh, Parallel upgrade basically that will be helpful. We have just add the node, secondary node as a replica, and then you can change the role of that database settings. Nothing else. You can get all
So
these things.
19 to 22 we can do. I mean the lower to upper version we can do, right? In out
Yes,
of place.
yes, yes, yes. So this is we have done all these things. Any question? Then we can discuss.
Just see that cluster and AG if you
Yeah,
get to
yeah,
know that will be more
yeah.
helpful.
I will try to sort
One
out this.
second. In
Mm-hmm,
always on, how can
mm-hmm.
we uh, fail over the cluster?
For
See, there are two things.
VMZ,
Now, one is switchover and one is failover.
failover is done by automatically when we say we configure a file sharing quorum basically. So majority of nodes enable. We have let's see example. We have 4 systems. Okay.
No,
So for
actually, my question is that once you fail over, it actually switch overs there, no?
the database servers, not a
Yeah.
database.
Once we fail over, so after failover, what is the status of both databases? The older previously, which was dr, becomes the primary, and the primary becomes
Mhm.
the dr, right?
Yes. So first
And
primary is coming. Yeah, go ahead.
the log shipping or the redo logs are transferring at the reverse side, from new
Yes,
primary to new dr side.
yes. After
Okay,
syncing all that, so it will wait for
after
the
syncing.
syncing of databases. Yes,
Yeah.
it will
So
take
let's
time.
take it.
Mhm.
let's take
Mhm.
an upgrade scenario, the real time
Mhm.
scenario I want,
Mhm.
the way we will
Mhm.
do. So
Mhm.
we will do a roll forward, towards initially it's a primary and a always on DR.
Mhm.
Okay, now we want to switch over the database. See, what we
Mhm.
want is that we want to break the connection between the source and target.
Mhm.
Okay, and we will bring up the target, and now the reverse redo lock should not go,
Mhm.
because we will test the upgrade. If it doesn't work, then we will roll back. So
So in
rollback
that
point of
case,
view, how can we break the that and just bring up the database?
yes. So in that cases, you have to just remove the replica from the AG group, or we have to just suspend it or pause that. We have that their option is pause. After failover, you can just the option is pause. You can pause the data
Okay,
transfer. Yeah.
okay. And let's say we have paused the data, then even if we don't want the new data in the DR side and bring it up,
Mhm.
so we can just
Remove
uh,
from the AG group the
remove the
database.
AG group, and then we can just change the role of.
Not the AG group. Just you can remove the database only from there from the AG. You can just drop from that AG group. There is an option for dropping. I think yesterday we have checking that one also.
So
Where is
dropping, what will it do? It will drop the database itself.
no from that
Mhm.
group. Data is already on the instance level from the group only because you have created a virtual group, logical yeah virtual group name you can say that. Always on the virtual group level basically. We're going to create a virtual group AG. It is working on that. This database exists on the database persist on databases. We are not dropping from the data instance level.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So how can we do that?
Yeah. Let's see where is that one. Yeah. So here we have that, let's show you that. Let's. This is a virtual name, nothing else. Okay. And now quite full backup here. Okay. So here we get two things. Let's cancel that one. Here we get two things. One is about the primary, that is a node about the node, member of that ability group, then the database name, and then the listener. Three things we are getting here. Okay. So in the database level, we have just right click and we just suspend that one or drop from that ability group. Delete from the ability group, not drop, delete from the ability group. But two things here we need.
And then currently it is in recovery mode. So we can
It
convert.
yeah, here it will be saying recovery mode. Then we have to just fire a command, alter database set uh, with recovery. So restore database with select example this one. Okay, so we can just write here restore. Sorry, restore database and just showing the restoring mode. So we can set recovery. Sorry, with recovery. With recovery, it will check all the file and it will restore. See, now we can refresh this here. Which one? Demo one. So removing from AG group, na, not dropping from the database instance. Okay, you're just removing from the here. Right click and delete from that availability group, and you can add multiple replica instances and databases here.
Okay,
Yeah. Anything else?
it's fine.
For clustering, we just need to work on that. Basically, we can say that on the Windows cluster, we are not supposed to create a window cluster basically. Okay, so we get from that server side, window cluster is configured. Then we have to just validate that available cluster manager. Nothing else. about at level cluster. Let's see. So it is all if already configured now, we get that the window cluster name here was first, nothing else. And then on
Yeah.
the top of we can get the SQL Server instance configuration. So for that we have to just install from here this option. New flower cluster on primary, matlab active node, and on passive node, add cluster, node to the cluster. So the two setup for the Windows SQL Server clustering. We are doing a standalone from here for that HADR and all, but for clustering, we need to install from here, not from here. This is not required. So active on active node, we have to execute this one. On passive node, we have to execute this one. So to detect all the share storage and services and finish the setup. So I'll try that one if cluster is up and running. Then. Before installation, we just need to validate the cluster configuration. If configured by anyone, just we have to validate, add node, active and passive node, and then validate without any error. We can check that one. This is also a step for creating clustering for SQL Server. 2.fc, sorry, dot 2.134, I think 34. Sorry.
Let's discuss this on Monday then, huh? Once
Yeah,
cluster is there, huh?
Nothing else. So this is a step basically for the DBA side only. I'm just showing. You just validate that one. I'm just going for validation. We get an error basically, nothing else. But yeah. So it is searching local system taking too much time. So this is a problem in that syncing of the domain basically. Not really.
Okay, once it is ready, then we will.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I can discuss. I'm just sending my feedback sheet and you can share me
Yeah.
on the
You
email.
send me on the email as we will fill it up, and
Yeah, sure.
also
Okay.
what are the training material,
Yeah,
PDFs,
sure.
PowerPoints,
Yeah, yeah.
the
Everything is
any Microsoft Tech Talk
doc.
pages,
Yeah,
PDF,
yeah,
anything whatever you have related
yeah,
to
yeah.
our course, you can send it us.
Sure.
Hmm?
I'm sending that.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you,
yeah,
sir.
yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you. Bye bye.